Everybody, happy Halloween, guys. I didn't look. I did the hair for the pumpkin carving, guys. And if you weren't there, then you missed it. 'Cause I'll tell you what, you know, the amount of hairspray that went into Saturday. I'm not doing that again. But hi, guys. So I thought that we would. It's me. Guys, it's me. Right, guys. What a chapter. I feel like I'm saying that every week. Every week. It's Rukarun. That's me. You got me. Every week, guys. I tell you. Oh, whoa, Tim. Holy shit. Also, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, Tim Kai. And the donations, my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't remember what $20 gets you. Somebody inform Tim Kai what $20 gets him, guys. Yeah, here we are. Again, as always. As always. I thought that we'd change up the layout just so that you could actually see the pumpkin in the background, which we carved on Saturday, guys. We carved on Saturday. Look how good it looks. Look how good it looks. Hi, guys. Hi. Guys, right. Okay, so. Thanks, Natchan. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate yous. I told you. Look, I don't want to be that guy. I love being that guy. I love being that guy, right? Oh, thanks, Sam. I love being that guy. Okay, these things are the worst. I'm sorry. These are horrendous. I do love being that guy, all right? So I'll be that guy when I told you so. We all just needed to relax. We all just needed to be calm and chill and easy about things, you know? All the dooming and all the glooming, ultimately, I do live to be that guy. No, she's right. All the dooming and the glooming was, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary. It was never necessary. You know? And this is the thing. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Oh my god. 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim Kai. I appreciate you, dude. By the way, guys, let me know what it is that you think of this layout. I don't think I'm going to make it permanent, but it is quite cool. It's nice to see you guys from a different angle. No, you're right, Blissy. I do love saying I told you so. But my point is, right, that we can we get roses in the chat for Tim Kai, by the way? Roses in the chat. You know what it is? I'm just really happy. I'm just so pleased about where we're at and the fact that we're going the way that we're going. It doesn't feel drawn out. Miko and Muko came back, and they really came back in a real way. And it's just the same as it was, right? Like this is the thing. This is the thing. Like how things are now and the things that are unfolding now feel like the things that unfolded then, right? Like them dragging Momo on what is ostensibly a date with Okarun. It's a reversal of things we've already seen, right? Like it's no different than the Maid Cafe stuff. Really, it's the same kind of thing. The artwork in the chapter, a lot of it is it has that echo, those incarnations of what were before, especially a certain one that Okarun does, and even the. I mean, there's a lot to go over with this chapter, right? So, just as a heads up, guys, how we usually do this. Sorry, if I am a little bit out of it, because my setup being slightly different means I'm kind of trying to figure out what makes the most sense, how we are now. I know that I'm not giving you guys as much visual contact in that regard, but yeah, don't worry about how many people are there, my dude. It kind of freaks me out to think about it, so I try to out of the mind. But what is important here is is going through it and seeing what we've already seen before, but from this new perspective, from this new arc, and re-exploring these things. As I said in my video that I released about it, the last video on the channel that was released, what this arc has the potential to be for me is this ability to go back through, re-explore all of these early stages from a new perspective, right? Because that is what it is. That's what it feels like to me anyway, is that we're going back through what we've already seen from a new perspective, from understanding. Yes, exactly, support. It's echoing. That's the best way that I can perceive it, is that it's echoing, you know? And that is what it feels like. It feels, and even the shots are so similar, the actions are so similar, the artwork is so similar. In a lot of ways, it feels like it's the same. And I enjoy that. I think that's really nice. I think that's what it should be. I think that's what this arc could be. And I'm really pleased to see that that's what it's unfolding to be like. And it does feel like a slice of life thing, right? After the last arc, and honestly, Dandadan has been pretty balls to the wall for a while now, right? Like, it's been intense. Having a little bit of slowdown with both of them, the powers aren't at the focus here. And I think that this is what I was trying to get across in that video that I released. Feel free to go watch it, guys, if you haven't already. But what I was trying to get across in that video, the moment that Okarun chose to fight video, what I was trying to get across is that it has to not be about the powers, you know? It has to be about something more, something deeper, and proving that just because these abilities, these circumstances, thrust them into each other's lives, it doesn't mean that that is all that it ever was. It has to be something deeper. There has to be proof that it's something deeper. Proof that it was never about the circumstance, that it was never about the situation they were in. It was about compatibility. It was about something akin to what you could consider to be destiny, right? It's about love. That's what it is. And the fact that they fall back into these patterns with each other and they go back through the motions of what they've already done. It's not just about the fact that that they've done it before. It's not just about the fact that they've done it before. It's about the fact that they would always have fallen into these patterns, because this is the natural way that their relationship would have developed. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes sense to me. I only just seeing the updates on the memberships there. Did you just drop another bunch, Tim? That's crazy. I'm not actually getting updates on that. Did Tim drop more, or did they only just update? That's crazy. I was delayed. Yeah, no, that was wild. Thanks again, Tim. Thank you for those subs regardless, my dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, it's always doing stuff. I feel like there's more latency than there used to be. I feel like there's a bit more latency than there was previously, but it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, so guys, I've pinned the current chapter onto the chat, the live chat, and then we can just go through that together. How I kind of normally do this is I'll go through it and very loosely use it as an opportunity to kind of talk about things that are happening in the chapter, and use it as a way to jump into tangents and stuff. Yeah, the username thing, I don't know if we can change that. It's really annoying. Yeah, quite possibly it's official. Quite possibly. I mean, look, dude, like I do think that what I think we're going to see in this next chapter, number one, I think that they're not going to win the fight, right? Because Okarun doesn't have his powers, and we're going to see that club in action. But what we need to see is Okarun putting it all on the line to save her, to protect her, to do what he did in the first chapter, right? Where he basically said that they could have anything that they want from him as long as they leave her alone, right? No, I think CSG is gonna. Yeah, Momo in desperation will probably blow the whistle that CSG gave her. He'll show up and save the day, and then he'll ingratiate himself as the group's friend, right? But that's secondary. What really makes the most sense here is that it's an opportunity to be up against the wall and for Okarun to prove the things that he's been saying. Because it's not just about what he says. It's not just about words. It's got to be about action, you know, and the power to push through. And I think that this is the opportunity that he has to prove that, as well as to prove the fact that, yes, aliens do unequivocally exist. You know what I mean? Like, that is a thing. But what's really great about this opportunity as well is it's just Momo and Okarun. It's just the two of them. Like, it's been so long. It's been ages since we've been in this kind of situation, right? When was the last time that they were facing something together? Just those two together. It's been a long time, right? God damn, man. I'm so excited. You used to say I told you so. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just true. This is perfect. This is literally so good. And in a way, I suppose, you could kind of treat this as an almost an inflection point of comparison between the Serpo arc and now, right? Like, the big crux of that arc and that was a really important watershed moment for Momo and Okarun, right? That was a really important watershed moment because it was proof that Okarun likes her, Momo specifically. It's not just any girl that would give him the time of day, like Ida. And he wasn't lying, right? He wasn't more interested in her. He wasn't actually like meeting with her behind the school, that kind of thing. And in that fight with, funnily enough, the Serpos, that's when he tells her, and she has to believe him. She has to take that leap to choose to believe him, and that's a big fucking thing for Momo. As a character, that's a really important turning point for Momo, because she is closed off. She intentionally turns to and utilizes anger and frustration as a way to shut the door, to slam the door closed on something that's scary, right? When she saw Okarun and Ida back in chapter whatever it was, goddamn, I don't remember, but episode 6, episode 6, I think. When she saw Momo and when she saw Okarun and Ida together, 6, okay, cool. When she saw Okarun and Ida together, when she saw that, the reason that she reacted how she did, and she did not give Okarun the space to explain the circumstances behind what happened, right? She did that because what she feels about that image, seeing Ida and Okarun together, is confusing, it's complicated, and it speaks to something deeper. It speaks to a very confusing feeling about the fact that she obviously likes this guy more than she realized. That's the point. But in the Serpo fight, she comes to the understanding, she comes to the comprehension that that she needs to give him the space to explain himself because he means it, and she gives him that space, and the relationship is stronger for it, and it shows that she's less afraid of exploring these feelings than she was before, right? It's the same thing here, shades of the same thing, echoes of the same thing. It's that idea that Momo sees him and Ida together, and there is a secret, right? His name in this context is the secret. She knows his name, and he exclusively kept it a secret from Momo, right? Why? That annoys Momo. That's a liar. That makes him a liar in her eyes. And it's a confusing thing because it introduces confusing, conflicting feelings into her mind, in the same way as it did back in episode 8, right? And this is that same kind of situation. Presumably, this is more about proving how he feels, and putting that forward. Now, the difference is obviously back then Okarun didn't even understand what he felt. Now he knows. Now he knows. And he tells her in this chapter. He just fucking does it. My guy, my G just fucking does it. He says it. It's so, he's so fucking brave now, man. And I swear to God, if I were one of those guys who was going off on Okarun a couple of chapters back about how he was too scared after deciding to man up, how he's too scared to talk to her, right? I'd be fucking embarrassed, right? I wouldn't be speaking about this anymore, because honest to God, dude, he stepped up. He stepped up. It took him some time. He needed a minute. He needed a minute to do it, but God fucking damn it, he stepped up. You know? He knows what's good. My guy knows what's good. You know? Fuck. I love it. I love it. This is perfect. This is so good. You know? It's amazing. It's so good. And this is what I really wanted to see. This is what I was hoping for. You know? I was hoping for him to take the steps necessary to, I was hoping that he would take the steps necessary to prove it. And he seems to be doing that. He seems to be doing that, and that's what matters, guys. You know? Alright, hi Biggie. Yeah. Dripped out. You know, I got that Okarun drip at the moment. Yeah. But right, okay, guys. What we're going to do, we'll start the chapter, alright? We've been going for nearly 20 minutes and we've not even started the chapter, alright? So that's horrendous. However, I just wanted to get those feelings out there, right? Because I know that most of you guys, and I appreciate this, because it's obviously my main bag is Momo and Okarun as well. Most of you guys are here for the Momokarun content, so I wanted to front load some of that stuff just so that you all get a taste of what it is that you wanted to actually talk about, hear about. I know most of you guys are lurkers, by the way. I appreciate that as well. I appreciate lurkers, like genuinely. For the record, guys, the angle is a bit different. I know, Miko and Muko, we'll get to them. Let me tell you. No, but the angle is slightly different here than I usually do it. If any of you have any thoughts, please leave a comment when the video's done, or even now, a comment in the comment section, just so that I know what you think of the angle. I'd really appreciate that. I'd really appreciate that, because if this works for you better than that, the main reason that I did this is because we have the pumpkin back there, which we carved on Saturday, the Dandadan pumpkin. But if you guys like this angle more, let me know in the comment section. I'd appreciate it. Also, yes, just like the artist angle in the community, I don't have any of my merchandise around me at the moment, but Tim Kai, fucking hell, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, Tim Kai. What a legend, ladies and gentlemen. What a legend. I adore this man. He finances the channel. Thank you. Genuinely, Tim. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me, Tim. Thank you. He's been here since the start. I adore that man. You like the angle? Thank you. Thank you. Cool. Cool. Right. Okay, we'll do the chapter. So if you guys want to read along or you just want to listen along, that's cool. That's cool. But I appreciate it. I appreciate all the all the handsome comments, guys, but where are they every other week? Where are they every other week? What the hell? What the helly? What the helly, guys? Anyway, we start off where we finished last week. Momo's walking down the hallway and she runs into fucking CSG. Now this is interesting. It didn't go the as is the Dandadan way, guys. It didn't go the way that I expected it to go. Right? Alright, support, thanks for joining. Soup. Mother Soup Ort. Okay. Soup Ort. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so she's walking down the hall and she runs into CSG. I almost said MSG. I'm eating too much fried rice. Anyway, yeah, what the helly? Yeah, that's what we say now. We say what the helly now. Anyway, so she's walking down the hallway and she runs into him. Now, as is the Dandadan way, I didn't expect it to go this direction. Genuinely, I thought that it would. I thought that it would go. Goddamn, keeping up with chat is really difficult. There's so many of you guys. I thought that there would be a manipulation involved, but there really wasn't. Oh my god, Tim Kai. Oh, he's so sweet. He's my guy. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim. It's the glasses. I feel like I don't suit these glasses. I feel like they're just ridiculous. We're not talking about me. Stop. Stop. We're not talking about me. We're not talking about the glasses. Anyway, oh, wow. Thank you for joining Serpo. By the way, guys, anybody that does get you unique benefits in the Discord, Patreon link is in the description, guys. Join my Patreon for free. Free access to Patreon. That'll get you access to my Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Or your free money back. And because it's free, you don't get money back. But not that you would need it, because it is the best place on the internet for Dandadan. So, join the Discord. That was really stupid. I apologize. Anyway, she's walking down the fucking hallway. God damn it. And she runs into him, and he's all like being ominous, and he's loitering, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do, guys. You shouldn't loiter in the hallways. And she's all like, who the fuck are you? And this is it. This is it, right? Honestly, there are a couple. Actually, you know what, guys? There are a couple of spots. There are a couple of spots in this chapter that I feel like I'm taking the L on. That me last week, the me of last week, I think is taking the L on. All right? And I'll call those out when they happen. I should be held accountable for taking L's, right? This is one of them. I presume that there would be some degree of manipulation happening here. But I forgot, Momo is immune to said things. She just fucking walks up. She walks up and is just like, who the fuck are you, dude? And honestly, if I was him, I'd be taken aback. I'd just be like, oh shit, I thought we were going to do like a manipulation thing here, but fuck it. He's all like, how could you have forgotten me, the teacher? I'm the advisor for the History and Culture Research Group, Mr. Sanjome. And she's all like, you're a fucking liar, and I don't know who the fuck you are. She's like so hostile. She's so fucking hostile. I love it. Amazing. Amazing. Good for you. Good for us. Genuinely. You love to see it, guys. You love to see it. Absolutely amazing. I love the hostility from her. She's just like, who the fuck are you? I don't know who you are. Get the fuck out of my way. It's fucking top notch, man. Honestly. Anyway, he's like, well, even if you don't remember me, I know who you are. And she's like, can you just fucking get out of my way? Can you get out of my fucking way? Momo is the best. Momo is the best, and this is why, right? This is absolutely part and parcel why she is the best. I swear to God. What other character would do that? Would just be like, can you fuck off? Can you just get the fuck out of my way? Please? And he's all like he must be sweating or something. He's like, okay. Alright, can you just take this whistle? This crime prevention whistle, and if you're in trouble, please blow it. I think that is obviously going to be a plot point, right? It's obviously going to be a plot point. She's probably going to blow it at the end of this fight. I think that at the end of the fight, Okarun, this is a great opportunity for Okarun to show that he means business, right? He's going to show that he means business, and he's going to stand up and defend her, push through when she needs it. And that was a waking up point for Momo, because so much of her, especially because of the boyfriend that she had at the beginning of the series, her ex, he just wanted things from her. He wanted to take from her. He wanted to exploit her. The Serpos want to exploit her. in a lot of ways, has to conform to fit in to be accepted, right? She has to be palatable. That's her backstory, right? Is that she forced herself into a mold to be more palatable, and that is the only way that she felt she could ever be valued or fit in, right? Even if that is a rough around the edges one. But I think that part of the reason that she was so rough around the edges was out of a desire internally to break out of that mold. But that's a different thing. My point is that that moment in the Serpo ship where Okarun stands up. He doesn't stand up. He metaphorically speaking, he stands up, and he tells them that she saw him, for who he was, and she stood up for him. And the aliens, the Serpos, can have anything from him as long as they don't hurt her. That was him seeing her for who she really is, getting to know her for the her that isn't part of this mold, but is just this person, this genuine, raw, flawed individual, and seeing who she is, and that is the thing that he wanted to stand up for and protect. Not in spite of these things, but because of them, right? And that is such a fucking important moment for her, because it proves to her that she doesn't need to hide these things when it comes to the right people. And I think that that's the opportunity. I think that's the opportunity that we're going to get in this next fight, is there needs to be a moment in there where Okarun makes that same thing clear to her. He needs to. Or maybe even a reversal where she does it for him. I don't know. Right? Whatever it is, I have no doubt in my mind it's going to be fucking excellent. We're at a point where it's going to be fucking excellent. I swear to God. I don't have... You know what I mean? Like, I have no doubts about it. And it's going to have that same kind of echo of what that moment was, but to this. But anyway, after that fight, I do think that she'll blow the whistle. She'll blow the whistle. And then CSG will come and he'll save the day, and then that will kind of solidify him as their friend or an ally or whatever. Because he's already showed up to them in the past, right? CSG's already showed up to them in the past, and they saved, and he saved them against the, helped them against the fucking fairy tale card, right? Like, genuinely, this is going to be, yeah. But I don't even know what spin he'll take, to be honest. I don't even know what spin it will take, because or maybe he'll send somebody else to do it for them, right? My point is, I don't know what spin they'll take on it, because I don't know anymore, and I have no doubt that it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited to see it. Part of me thinks that Princess Peach, Kirkcake, and Hase are both going to have to fit into this friends group in some capacity. I have my doubts. I have my doubts about the idea of Hase always being a villain, and we've spoke about this back when he first showed up, right? But if they have to pretend to be their friends for so long, I think that the ultimate victory of good against what is ostensibly evil is being able to make them see the world in a more positive way and change. Dandadan's never really been super into the idea that somebody is beyond change. So I feel like maybe they send in Hase, and maybe they send in Kirkcake, and then maybe they become friends with the group, because you can't just keep bench them for the whole thing. I mean, it'll be really awkward for Hase if he came to this conclusion that he actually didn't dislike Okarun, right? I don't know. Oh yeah, Murakami and the Ketos are a different thingy. Well, we'll see. I mean, like maybe they'll just stick with that, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look, guys, like, no, I don't think he'd be like part of the group. I agree with that. I don't really want the group to get any bigger, if I'm completely honest with you, but I could see that happening. You know, I mean, how often do they make friends with enemies? Like the Evil Eye, I guess. The Evil Eye. No, P. Diddy's gone. P. Diddy's gone. All right. Like, let's not worry about him. He was just a kind of cookie cutter piece of shit. They really wanted him to be a piece of shit. He's not really got any depth as a character. Rokuro, I guess, but he's just one of the Serpos, right? Like, Silky understood the depth of her humanity, I guess, but she I wouldn't consider her to be like a good guy or an ally. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think that it's for something like Dandadan, I wouldn't put it past that, you know. No, I think that the I don't know. We'll see. I was just a floating a thought by you, all right? You know? Another channel quoted and mentioned Safety Zone Rookie. Oh, badass. What channel was it? I feel like there's not that many of us. You could post it in the Discord, Bagley. You could post it in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to my Discord, guys. It's free, and it's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. You know? But if failing that, you could just name the channel or name the video in the comments or in the live chat, and I'll check it out. That's cool. It's very cool to see anything that anybody mentions on any other channel of us. But anyway, he gives her the whistle, the crime prevention whistle. It's obviously going to get blown, and yeah, this is like interesting stuff. It's really interesting that Momo's memory loss, her amnesia, seems to also counteract Sanjomi's ability to influence her, which is interesting. Which makes you wonder whether or not someone did this to her intentionally in order to make her immune to such things. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. I'm just spitballing, literally spitballing, throwing things at the wall to seeing what might stick. But who cares? Anyway. Oh my god, these glasses. How's the reflection on these, by the way? Is it bad? I bet you can see everything on my screen through them. Anyway. She's all like, see you later, idiot. And then she walks off down the hall. And she starts talking to Miko and Muko. Now, guys. Another... Like I said earlier, guys. Like I said earlier, I am willing to admit and take the L when it's deserved. Now, I believe Miko and Muko were on B grade, perhaps, in the character tier list, right? These, I don't know how, if I need to increase the amount of people in A rank to fit these two in, but goddamn, these two deserve a higher ranking. They deserve a higher ranking. They've done so much, man. They've done so much for us. No, fucking hell. I feel like I was blind before. Like I always adored them. But I never understood the absolute pivotal role that these two play in Momo and Okarun's whole thing. They're so good. They are so good. I adore them. They're amazing. They're fucking amazing. All right. They're amazing. And they, fucking hell, man. Like they on it. They're on it. They don't care. Anyway, she's all like, oh shit, by the way, who is this guy? I don't know who he is. And they're all like, are you feeling okay? They're gaslamping her. It's always been gaslamping, by the way. they're gaslamping her, and they're all like, I'm pretty sure he's always been here. He's like part of the furniture. Anyway, Momo's all like, you guys are fucking crazy. I remember you two, but I don't remember this guy. So who the fuck is he? And then Miko's all like, yeah, but you forgot Okarun. Ah! Can't take it, dude. I can't take it. No. I can't believe it. It's so sad, man. Look, I get that this is like a cliche or a trope to people. This whole forgetting, oh, they've got memory loss, amnesia is like a trope. Nah, dude. The reason that something becomes a fucking cliche, the reason something becomes a cliche or becomes a trope is because it's a fucking good story beat. If it's poorly executed, fine. But this is a perfectly valid trope, and the reason it's a trope is because it was popular enough and interesting enough to be employed frequently. This is why. This is done well. This is good shit, man, because it proves... Oh my god, I feel like I'm a crazy person sometimes. Guys, am I crazy? Chat, am I crazy? Chat, am I crazy, guys? This is like, it's such a good thing. Like, just because it's been done badly somewhere else doesn't mean that the whole story is... It's yes, there are no bad tropes, just bad writing. Chris, exactly. I love that. That's a great way of looking at it. Right, okay, yeah. Alright, guys. Yeah. Alright, I'm crazy. Fuck's sake, man. You're all watching me? What are you? I was about to point there because you're usually here. What does that make you? I know, Tim, tell me about it, dude. Alright, I'll accept that, Janny. I'll accept that. Anyway, what was I saying? I'm not crazy, alright? I know what I'm talking about. Grip it and rip it, baby. Oh, shit. Anyway. Thank you. Tom. I don't know what the best term is. The ats, everybody's names changing has thrown me off. I'm forgetting who people are. I'm forgetting. Anyway. Yes. So her forgetting Okarun is crazy, dude. That is crazy. That is a wild story beat to take, isn't it? But ultimately, it's a great way of testing it. As long as it isn't dragged out, and I'm telling you guys, over by Blissmas. This will be over by Blissmas. I'm telling you. I'm saying it. Alright? Anyway, she forgot Okarun. And then Muko is all like, he's your boo. Girl, he's your boo. What the helly? Don't worry about it. Serpo. Don't worry about where Blissmas is. Blissmas is when I say Blissmas is. That's the secret. No, like, honestly, like, I'm fine with this, guys. I'm fine with this taking its time. Anyway, and this really, here, when she's thinking about what she saw with Okarun and Ida earlier on, it's literally like when in the Serpo arc, when she sat in class thinking about what she saw in the courtyard between Okarun and Ida, right? Like, this is like, oh my lord, it's so good. What's perfect here is, look, guys, when back weeks and weeks ago, when we first kind of like got some of this stuff coming through, that when Okarun first decided to stand up and all of that, one of the things that I was very passionate about, and I've said this already, even in this live stream, right? One of the things that I was really passionate about, that I was begging for, almost like it was basically a dream. I didn't expect it to become real, a reality. One of the things I really wanted was to go back through the motions of things that had happened before in order to relive them and re-experience them, because I genuinely think this is it. This is the last hurdle. After this, there's nothing left. There is nothing left to cover. There is no more what's next in their relationship that is anything but them being together, right? That is the point. And if we are here at the end of that road now, the only thing that we can do in this story at this point is to revisit everything that came before. Because this is like, it's like the singularity of it all. Everything is being pulled into this point, this tiny point, this instance, this plot point. It's a blip, that's all, right? But everything needs to come and coalesce around it in order for us to see what's happened, where we've been, where we are, and what's coming next. And that's what's really important. That's what's really, really important here, is to grab that and bring it all into the focus to understand what it's all been about. I don't think that the story would end. I don't see why it would have to end. I think that Dandadan's got legs on it still, right? But I think Momo and Okarun not knowing what this is has to end. After this, it has to end. It needs to be official, or at least they need to make it clear to each other and make it official between them. I think that we can't play chicken anymore. There's nothing left in chicken. He's told her how he feels. He said it in this chapter, how he feels. There's nothing left to say. And in order to get past that final hurdle, right? The final stage at the end of the road is embracing everything from the beginning. All of it. Because that happened nearly 200 chapters ago. Like, some of it. You know? We need to bring that back. We need to bring that now into the focus of now. And the best way to do that, to re-experience all of these things, is to put them, to kind of speedrun them through it again. And that's what they're doing. This here is the Serpo arc. Or at least shades of it. This is, it is literally one of the things, but this is what triggers her memory. And this is why this whole fucking memory loss thing is so clever, right? This is why this memory loss thing is so clever, is because we're at the end of that road and they need to ascertain the truth of the relationship and confirm its relationship. And the best way to do that is for Momo and Okarun to go back through all of these little moments, all of these tiny little moments, and to re-experience them in order to unlock her memory in the process, right? Momo is a mystery. In my opinion, Momo is the bigger mystery out of Okarun and her. I think that Momo is the bigger mystery. And one of the things that we've never really done and we've never really understood is that one of the things that we've never really understood, in my opinion, is exactly what's happening in here for her. Really, right? Like to me, that's the more confusing thing, is the inner machinations of Momo's mind. And so, by going back through all of these previous experiences, re-experiencing them from Okarun being completely at his peak, at his finishing point, like he's done cooking, the guy is ready to go. I think that unlocking her memories through her feelings prove what it means to her and what those moments meant to her, you know, because it's enough to bring her back. Those are the moments that bring her back, and that proves to us and to him what, like, she doesn't even need to say how she feels, really, although she does by the end of it need to tell him how she feels. But this is telling him how she feels by unlocking herself through her connection with him. That's the point of it. That's what it means to understand Momo. That's what it means to unlock that love. Is to unlock it. And that's what it needs to be. This is about her, really. It's about her heart and her mind, and bringing the two of them together so that she can say what she needs to say. And I'm telling you, that's where this all ends. This arc ends with her getting her memory back and confessing how she feels. It's got to be. It has to be. Because if we are going back through all of those motions, it's like a montage. It's like a montage of all these most important things, not just to us, by the way, not just to us, the viewer, the reader, but to Tatsu, the writer. These are the moments that he created this with. These are those moments that he crafted this story through. So he is picking them out of the story and bringing them into the now in order to close the page, to turn a page on what that was into something new. Like, imagine what this must mean to him to be redoing these things, to re-experience these things. It's a lot, because he obviously feels deeply involved with his characters, right? So I think that this is an important arc, and I think that this is like the end of the game of chicken, you know? Because if you can unlock somebody's memories, bring them back to who they were through this, what else is there to say? That's the ultimate declaration, validation of this love, of whatever it is. So to me, this was a big tangent. This is a big tangent. I apologize. To me, circling back, this represents echoes of the Serpo arc. She sees Aira, she sees Okarun. She thinks Okarun is hiding something from her with Aira that indicates that he and her are closer than she and him are, than Momo and Okarun are, right? That is the exact same thing, really, as the Serpo arc. When they were behind the school together and she saw them kissing. And that feeling of loneliness, of alienation, it's not just about feeling left out. It's jealousy, right? I'm telling you, right? What you'll see is if you go and watch the chaotic beauty of Momo and Okarun's love, that video. I'm sure you've all seen it at this point on the channel. If you go and watch that, chart the themes in that, the jealousy and the physical touch, all of these little details spread across the series. By the end of this arc, you'll see those things propping back up, right? You'll see those moments in that being littered throughout this arc as well, almost like a replay, almost like a reliving of that, of all of those plot points. You'll see it. I swear to God, you'll see it. That's genuinely what it has to be. So when I was talking about this back on that first stream where Momo and Okarun first see each other again after she loses her memories and he decides that he's going to step up. After seeing that and talking about that on the stream, I really desperately just wanted to see what it is that we're seeing right now. You know? What are we talking about? Teeth clicking. Who's clicking teeth? What's going on? I've seen clicking a bunch of times. Alright. If somebody can clarify what the fuck chat's talking about. It's fucking so distracting. What are you talking about, dude? Anyway, point is that I'm losing the point now. That's what I wanted to see. That was my ideal. That was my ideal in my mind that I wanted to see was Oh, right, the kiss, right, of course. Yes. Right, cool. Alright, cool. No, that makes sense. Anyway, the point is that this is the thing that I wanted to see. I wanted to see them going back over some of these things, to re-experience some of these things, and to help us re-experience them too. And they're doing that. Like, I can't... It's like my prayers have been fucking answered, dude. It's crazy. It's fucking wild to me that is something that is actually happening in front of me, because that is what I wanted more than anything from the story. That's really what I wanted. And it's not like, oh, it's like a prediction. Oh, this is a prediction that this is a prediction that I got right. It wasn't a prediction necessarily. It was a desire. I wanted that from the story. And obviously we're all dooming and glooming at the time. So for me to latch on to that and that be my kind of my North Star in this situation, and to see it kind of actually happening is really exciting. And that makes me happy. That makes me very happy about the progress of the arc. And to see here, right here, the Serpo stuff being kind of being relived. Speed run, by the way. Like, I don't think we're going to spend chapters and chapters on it. A couple of panels on it alone is enough, right? And then Miko and Muko are all like, let's fucking put you guys on a date. You have to go on a date with him. So these girls are so fucking clued in, man. These girls are so clued in. These two are the only two that are clued in about what's happening inside of her head. They see it as clear as day. And this is what I love about them as well, is that Momo is cagey, and she is so unlikely to act, right? It's just who she is. Like, to confess, like, to call it what it is, right? To call a spade and just say how she feels. It's just not who she is. These two know her well enough that they can push her, or they can pull Okarun to go see her at the cafe, whatever. And that to me is what it's all about, man. That's their role in this story, and I adore that. I'm glad that we've got them back. I'm glad that we get a little bit more. No, this is a great amount of screen time for them, to be honest. This is kind of their role. I wouldn't want them to be overexposed in the story. I feel like if we put them in the story too much, then they become full characters, and then we need lots and lots of backstory and stuff on them. I think them being this interesting duo of side characters, I think is sufficient for their role in the story. Yeah, no, these two, they are ready to see it set sail. And when I read the two of them, she's I adore, by the way, that she's like Momo's really introspective. She's like, oh, I kind of just feel like lonely and alienated from him. And then fucking Muko just hits out with the shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, idiot. Go on a date with him. Like, yes, that's what she needs. She needs someone to fucking slap the absolute nonsense out of her head and just be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Go and do the thing, And then Miko's all like, you may be a blockhead, but there's no need to be indecisive. Yeah, she's right. What are you doing? Take action. That's all that a blockhead can do. I agree. Let's go find your almost boo. I love that. That is such a fucking bar. That is a bar, by the way. That is amazing. That is a good fucking line. God damn. That's fire. No, that is actually like legit fire. Your almost boo is fucking... That's an all-timer. Alright? I glossed over it on my first read because of the fact that there's so much other shit going on here. Right? But your almost boo is an absolute fucking banger. That's an all-timer. Honestly. I love that. They are so fucking dedicated to it. They're so dedicated to the ship, man. It's fuck yes. Let's go. This is literally the reversal. This is the reversal of the first arc. Not the first arc. The Evil Eye arc where they take Okarun to go see Momo at the maid cafe. It's like the same thing. It's the same thing. It's crazy. But this is it. These arcs obviously aren't going to be like going back through all of the important stages that they've already been through. They're obviously not going to take as long as the original ones, right? Like they're not going to take chapters and chapters or a whole chapter to go through how Momo's feeling kind of gloomy, right? But what we are going to see is blending all of these elements together in a way that when you see this, even if you don't realize it, it feels familiar. And that's what's fucking genius about it, is you may not realize that you remember this when it originally was thinking, or you may not realize that you have put the connections together, that this is familiar. But that feeling of this reminds me of something else in the series is literally the feeling that is wanting to be invoked in you, because that's the desired situation in Momo's head as well, right? Like this, they want Momo to feel. They want Momo to feel, or at least the story is trying to instill that familiarity in Momo's mind. But for us, we are also getting that same sensation in some degree, right? When we see this, we go, this is familiar. This reminds me of something. And even if you don't consciously say that to yourself, your mind puts those things together, you know? And that's the thing. Here, like when you see them dragging Momo to Okarun to go on this date, it's the same thing as when they were dragging Okarun to go to the maid cafe, which was ostensibly kind of a date, right? It's almost... Yeah, it's like he's doing a retold. And honestly, it's not done here either. We're going to see more. You bet your ass they're going to hold hands. You can bet your ass they're going to hold hands. And it's going to be my boy that initiates it. Or no, better yet, I think she'll go to instinctively grab his hand and not realize that she's even done it. Something inside of her will just push her to do it because it feels right. Right? And that pretense of oh, it's cold outside, it becomes just a, I don't know why I did that. There's no excuse. There's a complete lack of an excuse in that situation. I'm telling you, that is going to happen. That is my one fucking prediction for this arc, is she's going to hold his hand or touch his hand and not know why she did it. God damn it. Oh, I can't believe that Tatsu is doing retolds. I can't believe he's stepping in my turf like this. It's crazy that he's doing that. I thought we had an understanding, Tatsu, brother. Sensei. Why? All of this? Is this because I haven't done the Space Globalist retold yet? Is that why he's doing this to me? I'm so fucking excited for this shit, man. I'm so excited for this shit. Clearly he's a fan. Don't. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. He does not know who I am, and it breaks me. It breaks my heart. He's on Twitter. If I was on Twitter, he'd know who I am. Alright? He'd know who I am if I was on Twitter, but god damn it. He doesn't. Fucking yeah, alright. Yeah. I'll just fucking shit out a Space Globalist retold this afternoon. No problem. It's not like they take fucking tens of hours to do. You have no idea. The reason I haven't done it yet is because it is fucking terrifying. You don't understand. Yeah, tell me about it, Blissy. For real. For real, for real. Nah, you don't understand how much work it is. That's why it's taking me so long to do it. I'll get it done. I'll get it done, alright? But goddamn, I'll do it kicking and screaming. Anyway, Okarun, the whole thing, and also, for the record, by the way, for the record, Miko and Muko being all like, oh, let's take them to a fucking mummy exhibit in the museum. These two are good. These two are fucking good. They know what they're doing. They know what's good. Yap addict. All right, thanks, dude. Appreciate you. I'm just gonna give that a quick screenshot. Appreciate you, GM. Anyway, yeah, they know what they're doing, right? Like that is like the perfect date for these two. For the record, guys, we've got this is a date chapter. They've gifted a date chapter. So think about that. Anyway, now they're dragging Momo around. Oh, they're the best, man. They're the best. I'm sorry, but they are. Right? Look at them. They're the best. Look how happy they are. This is so fucking good. It's like, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's like disturbing. I feel like this isn't real. This feels like an excellently written fan fiction. Like, I'm not used to getting what I want from something so clearly. It feels like I sat down and wrote myself a fan fiction of it, right? Like, it's fucked up. Shit's fucked up. You know? Yeah, it's crazy. And Momo is so resistant to the idea of it, right? And they get there. Muko's all like, oh yeah, Momo says that she wants to go as well. And then they arrived there. Holy moly. The mysteries of the ancient world. Okarun's so into it, man. Yeah, it is what it feels like, isn't it? It's crazy. I have no... I feel like I'm weirdly like nervous about it because it's been going so well, right? But Okarun and Momo really just fall into that same, their old dynamic, right? Like, it's great. I love it. Oh yeah, thanks for the pumpkin compliment. Yes, that's why I chose this new camera angle. Again, like I said, guys, if anybody has any opinions about the camera angle, whether they prefer it or not, let me know so that I can figure out whether or not to stick with this or do something different. Go back to the old setup next week. All right, I do quite like that there is a kind of eye level contact here, which is quite nice. You know, but anyway. I wonder if there'll be anything tasty to eat. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man, these two are the best. These two are the best, dude. Like, honestly, they show up at the mummy exhibit, and no, oh my god. Oh, you like them? You like the curtains? Thank you, Jenny. I can't with this. Look at it. Look at them. No. Oh my god. Oh. God. It's crazy. Isn't it? Look at that. This whole thing is perfect. Like, it's god damn, man. Like, I can't take it. I can see myself from there. Yeah, you can see each other. Yeah, guys, you can see yourselves on the chat. I have to do this because the camera's over here now. Look at how perfect this is, by the way. You know? It's so good, dude. Like, I don't know what it is about this. I don't know what it is about this, but it just feels like... It just feels like... how it should be. Do you know what I mean? Like this is what I meant when I was saying it's about falling back into that same dynamic. Show me to the gift shop, fuck's sake. But it, like, you know what I mean? Like, they can't help and they can't hold it back. It's just who they are. And it doesn't matter whether or not they were thrust into the situation together of having powers. In this case, in this situation, it's a boy, it's a girl. Neither of them have powers, and they're just going to a museum together. It's as simple as that. That's all that they are. They're just normal people. Two normal people going to a museum together on a date. And they're connecting. They're connecting in that circumstance, which is fucking proof, man. That's all the fucking proof that you need that it's meant to be. You know? It's we've got Avril Lavigne in the chat. Oh my lord. My point is that this is what I wanted from a depowered arc, right? Is just spending time proving that it works. Spending time proving that it works. Even without the everything. No powers, no ghosts, no aliens, just two people hanging out and getting closer. You know? And Momo's asking him about that kind of stuff. You know? She's asking him about all of the stuff to do with all of this, and he's telling her about how they preserved the bodies through mummification so that they could be resurrected in the afterlife. And he's just fucking lore dumping, right? He's just fucking lore dumping stuff to do with mummies. This, oh my god, I want to get that. You see this? I want to get this tattooed on the inside of my eyelids, so every time I close my eyes, it's there. Look at how happy they are. Holy shit, dude! What the fuck? What the helly, guys? I'm sorry, but what the helly? This is perfect. This is a perfect goddamn moment. And you know what's great about this? What's really fucking good about this is that this is also new, right? It obviously plays into and spurs from that that initial moment of them being forced to go on a date together, just like back then with the maid cafe thing. But rather than just doing the same thing again, right? Rather than just doing the same thing again, we're getting something new. That's the thing. It's like the same echoes of the situation, but with something else, a new perspective on it. And that is something that I really adore. You know? Yeah, no, this is it. But this shows that she's interested as well. She pretends like up here, right? She's this facade, this kind of playing it cool of like, oh yeah, I don't fucking care about this stuff. See this? Who would believe in that kind of shit, right? Like, that's her whole argument, is who would believe in that kind of stuff. And it's because she has internalized what people said to her. She's internalized the way that people treated her when she was a kid, and she's kind of uses that to fit in because that's what normal people do, right? But ultimately, underneath it all, she is interested in this shit, man. And Okarun is interested in it, and he doesn't hide that. And because of that, she can let her strangeness come out, her weirdness come out, and the fact that she does like this stuff also to come out to the surface. And that is what happened then, and that's what's happening now. Because just like then is just like now, and what will be next is really important. Because he helped her to see that side of her. And that's why those two work together so well, because there is a dyad element almost to the two of them. They bring out another side in each other, and it's really important. And that's what this is. It genuinely just turns into an actual date. All right, see you, catch you. It just turns into like a normal date. And look at these two. Look at these two sneaking away. Look at them. They're sneaking off. They're all like, nah, peace out. And then they go. And just leave them to it. And you know what's great? You know what's really great? Oh, fucking hell, man. It's so good. What's really great here? I can't stop, like, enjoying it, man. What's really great is that they don't even realize that Miko and Muko snuck off. You know, they're just having fun. Like if she was really that distressed and really didn't want to be there with him, then she would have been very aware of her friends leaving, right? Like, but she's not. You know? Yeah, exactly. They knew it was time to dip. They so good. They knew they are like experts. They're geniuses. You know? And this bit here where she said that she wasn't laughing. She wasn't laughing, she was actually interested, is that's you know what I mean? Like her guard is down. Her guard is down. That really aggressive kind of like front that she wears, that front that she wears to the world is tucked away here, right? She's not so prickly underneath. And that's what this moment is, right? Is the realization of that, which is the real Momo, right? I know, Nachan. I know. I forgot. That's not even programmed in my brain yet. This chapter is fucking extraordinary. This is extraordinary. This is why I told people not to fucking doom, right? This guy, Tatsu, knows what he's doing with these two, all right? No dooming. But, and then she says that he tells an entertaining story. Like, she likes to listen to him. It's such a confusing thing. And then he's obviously very sad as well. Because that, like, Okarun's journey here, his journey in this arc is very conflicting, right? For him, I think for him, something that's really, really important, something that's really, really important here for Okarun is I think he needs to prove to her that aliens exist. That to him is proving that aliens exist, I think is a really vital part of his journey, because that is an acceptance. That is an acceptance of this world that she otherwise rejects. The world that she rejects, the world of aliens, by understanding and accepting that could be, is real, is her ability to accept that the things that she otherwise doesn't believe, that she and him were something, is something that she's open to understanding and believing and comprehending. And for him, the victory lies in that original inflection point between the two of them, where Momo and Okarun first became something else, or the deepness of their relationship was charted from the fact that they both were exposed to and believed in each other's interests, the thing that nobody else believed them about. That's an important thing. So for him, he needs to prove that aliens exist. It's very important that he proves it, because that's a victory. That's a very important victory for him, and she isn't believing it all the way. She doesn't believe it all the way. Well, yeah, I think soon she'll have no choice but to believe in aliens. But my point is that for him has to be a victory. That's a victory for him. I'm gonna crash out at this next bit. You gotta give me a minute. Oh my god, dude. I've been talking, all right? I've been yapping. Here I am, right? I've been yapping so far about the small bit of the chapter, about the easy stuff in the chapter. This next bit is going to be fucked. Oh my lord, I'm already crashing out and thinking about it. Okay, right, guys, here we go. Right. Anyway, so they realize that Miko and Muko are gone, and then they start walking off together. They're so dense, by the way. They're so dense because Momo is all like, oh, the fucking jerkwads, and Okarun is like, it's very odd that they ditched us. Like, what do you not get, dude? What do you not get? What's happening here, man? What do you not get is happening here, right? Anyway, so she's like, look, you don't have to walk me any further. I can get home by myself. Now, guys, does this remind you of anything? What does this remind you of? What does it remind you of? She insists that she wants to walk home on her own. But he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to let her. Exactly. It's the fucking same thing as the maid cafe thing. It's the same thing as the maid cafe thing. An important moment. And this is what I mean when I say it's all of those things that are just coalescing. They're all just coming back to the forefront. Right? Like, it's the same thing. Just in a different kind of context. You know? It's the same thing as that back then. She says that she wants to go home alone and that he shouldn't try to walk her back, right? And she basically, like, obviously, as she always does, basically is all like, don't do that. And he says that he's worried about her. He wants to be there for her. Like, this is what he did. Like, for him, this is normal. For him, this is a normal thing. This is what he always does. And this is what he's been doing for a long time. And she rejects it, essentially. But, like, we already know. We already know exactly... Oh, my God, dude. We already know exactly what this means to her. As a moment, we know what that means to her. Like, we've seen it before, how important it was. And what it did... What it represented as a step in the relationship, right? Anyway. Oh my God. I can't, dude. I can't with this shit. How do you respond to that? How do you respond to that? Oh my God, man. Now, this reminds me, okay? This reminds me a lot of when Momo is walking to school. This reminds me of when Momo's walking to school with Gigi, and he asks her, "Are you in love with anybody?" Right? It like the framing feels the same as the framing feels the exact same as the anime version of that, right? Where she holds her breath. That this looks like the same kind of shot, right? And I feel like it's an intentional thing. And obviously, in that situation where Gigi asks her if she's in love with anybody, she can't bring herself to be honest about it because she hasn't gotten to that point. She's not at that stage where she understands it fully, where she's able to definitely not at the point where she's able to say it. I mean, she hasn't said it even now. So she asks him that, right? And he just says it. He just fucking says it. He just outright fucking says it. Now, this here as well is exactly... Let me grab it. Let me grab it for a second, gamers. It's in here somewhere. I posted... Oh, it's like lost to the ether. Hold on. From... I can't find it. Oh... I had it. It was a whole thing. But anyway, no. In the anime, obviously, when obviously in the anime where Momo first hears the name Ken Takakura, or yeah, when he says that he's an awkward fellow and her heart kind of skips a beat. This is the same expression. This is the exact same expression that she wore in the anime when she heard that, right? Because it triggered something in her brain. And this is the same thing, dude. Like, this is the exact same thing, except it's deeper than that. It's like, what the fuck? He just says it, man. He just says it. What the fuck? This is who he is. This is the guy. This is the person that I fucking knew he is. Like, this is the person I know that he is. This is the person that I wrote about in that video, in my Okarun analysis video. This is him. He's not saying it, like, he's not forcing it down into like right in her face or anything. He's saying it in a way, he's just being honest, because he knows that he should be honest. Every time he's not being, there you go, Tim, yes, exactly, Tim. That's what I'm saying. The otaku no man. He's honest, not because he wants to gain something from it. He knows what path lying takes, what path lying takes you down, right? And being honest is a point of who he needs to be honest. It's important for him to be honest, because every time he's not been, up until now, his whole journey up until now has been a journey of him trying to understand how to vocalize his feelings, right? And he did it at the end. That's when he decided to do it. When there was no time left for them to even talk about it afterward. That's when he did it. It took all that time for him having this thing in front of him from the beginning of the series for him to figure out that thing that is in front of him, what it is, what he wants to say, and how he feels about it, and he was unable to. Up until the end, he was unable to. And unfortunately, there was no time after that to properly go through what it was that he... So why dance around it now? If you dance around it now, how do you know that you're not just missing more time? There's no point in dancing around it. He knows it, and he knows that on some level, she does too. And I think that's what's so important here. That's what's so fucking vital here, is that he needs to just be honest. Just so... What's the point in not being it? At this point, what is left? What's left to pretend about? The hopium is so important, guys. This is my point. Like, I had no doubt in my mind. At first, when I first read the whole memory loss thing, I also felt a bit doomy about it, right? At first. But I started to huff on that hopium, and now look where we are. I genuinely think that's the kind of story this is, man. It's not about doom and gloom. Every single path, every single story ends here. And that's what this is proof of. Like, this is what is proof of. And it's really important. It's really important to kind of, like, acknowledge that. I'm telling you, by Blissmas, guys. Like, yeah, I don't know where this will sit on like an arc list. I don't think that we're far enough into the arc to understand exactly what it's going to look like. But so far, this is a strong fucking start. I don't think this is going to go on for a long time. I think that her memories will be back sooner rather than later. because we are speed running through all of this stuff. This is quicker than I thought it would be, to be honest. Like, I think that we are speed running through a lot of it. A lot of the sweetness and the honesty and the wholesomeness. And I think that's what we needed after such a long arc. After such a long arc before, I think that's what we needed. You know? And it's nice to see it. It's what I needed. It's what I wanted from this. Like, what else is there to want? So the fact that he's just honest about it rather than kind of pretending that he doesn't proves to me that what he said, what he decided in the classroom when he chose to stand the fuck up rather than to break down, he meant it. He meant it. And this is him meaning it. This is him acting on it. Who says that? Who is like that? That's a fucking man. That's a Ken Takakura. That's something beyond Ken Takakura. God damn. It's perfect. It's like this. It's like what I wanted from it, and sometimes it feels silly to be so deeply invested in this thing, in this. But it's like how could you not be when it provides you with such comfort and wholesomeness and whatever this is, you know? It's such a important thing. It's important to feel hope, because if I'll tell you something, guys, right? If Okarun was as much of a doomer and gloomer as I've seen from some areas on Twitter and Reddit in that community and things like that, if Okarun was such a fucking gloomer about things, he would not be here. Alright? You've got to be... And this doesn't just apply to this, by the way. This doesn't just apply to this. Life kicks you down, man. Life kicks you the fuck down. You need to be resilient against that shit. You need to be able to be resilient against that shit. Because nothing gets better without you fucking forcing it to be. Pushing that through. Because it's not just... Hope is not... It's not a fucking... It's not lethargic. And it's not something that you just sit on and just expect things to get better. It's an active thing. You've got to fucking take these kind of things into your own hands. That's what it means. That's what it's all about, dude. You have no choice but to... And the least that you can do, in my opinion, the least that you can do is to have some optimism. To force yourself to have optimism, even when it seems completely hopeless. Even when it seems completely hopeless. And that's what this is, man. He knows what he's doing, and he's standing up for himself, man. I fucking love that shit. I fucking love that shit. Thank you, Jersey, by the way. Thank you, Jersey. Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks, Tim Kai, for the donation again. Man, holy fuck, dude. You're such a fucking generous guy, man. Thank you. You know, obviously, guys, like, you know, it's never a necessity to donate or to join a membership or anything, or join my Patreon. But goddamn, I'll tell you what, you know, outside of season 2, I got used to the good times in season 2. Things are a lot slower now, but the Patreon keeps things chugging along. Donations keep things chugging along. You didn't throw me off. I was at the end of that. So it means a lot. It genuinely means a lot to me. And I don't know to what extent we'll necessarily get to what you could consider to be the halfway point of this, but I'm just gonna highlight my yokai power tier users now. You know, normally I'll wait till we end the chapter, but this is gonna go on a while. Okay, 5. Oh my god, Tim. It's like, I don't know what to say. Thank you. This donation compared to the first donation, the first member, all of it is crazy to me. I don't know how to express how important it is to me, it means a lot. You know, like genuinely, it means a lot to me. Because you know, this is my. I feel very passionately about. Dandadan and this community and stuff. So the fact that I have that kind of validation from you guys is very important to me. So thank you. Anyway, so Yokai Power tier users. That's Angle, Blissy Cat, Danny, Fifth Gram, Jersey Kid, Kawaii Vampy Zilvi, Mr. Evil, Wolf, Old Toaster, Orbis, Plague Doctor, Sarah, Serpo El Clasico, Strawberry Jellies, Support Chan. Why'd I do that? I'm gonna get clipped. Fuck. Your favorite scented candle, Burlap Sack, Zero, and the one, the only, the illustrious Tim Kai, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Genuinely, it keeps me going, guys. Fuck, why'd I do that? Oh, I'm getting clipped. Fuck, I'm such an idiot. Anyway, as you can see here, it's basically the same fucking thing. God damn it, it's basically the same thing. We keep getting this. Every chapter we're getting this. Oh my god, we are eating good. God damn it. Holy shit. Oh my lord. Fucking hell, by the way. We are eating so well as a community. Amazing. It's so good. Every single chapter is something that we've seen before. I'm so validated. I feel so vindicated by it. Oh my god. Oh. Anyway, then Momo she obviously starts to freak out and is just like, how the fuck did you manage to just say that out loud? Now, that's a good question. He's able to just say it out loud. Can you imagine Momo, chapter 1 Momo, responding to something like that? Is crazy. It's already made its way to the Discord. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. No. Please. Devastated. I'm devastated right now. Yeah, he's taking his new balls out for a spin. Fuck, it's so good, dude. He doesn't give a shit. It's so good. And he's just like, well, you asked me. And she's just like, just because somebody asked doesn't mean that you should say it. But I can. And he says that he can to her. It's... Oh, this guy, man. This guy. He's so good. He knows what he's doing, man. But it's like, he's doing everything that he can to prove to her the truth. Right? Like, why would he do that to anybody else? Why would he do that for anybody else? And just like then, it's just like now. As you can see. Now, the importance of this moment, the importance here between these two scenes is that he is telling her something here. Number one, he's telling her that he knows what she's into, which in this case is him, right? And he knows it. But what's more important is that he's telling her here that this is something that he believes in, right? And he knows on some level that she believes it too. Even if she isn't able to admit it or understand it right now, on some level, she knows it too. And that's the connective tissue between these two moments. Is that he knows that it's the same thing, right? Is that true? There you go. Yeah, it's the same fucking thing. It's great. This is what I mean, though, when I'm saying... This is what I mean when I say that it's the same... That they're using echoes of what was. Something that we've already got pre-established feelings about, that we understand and that we accept, in order to make its message all the clearer here. And it also shows us another great opportunity as well for us to see how much Tatsu fucking loves his work and loves his story. Right? You wouldn't do this if you didn't love your story. Oh, that's horrible. And she's all like, why would I like you of all people? You don't understand, man. You just don't understand. It's crazy. That is heartbreaking. That is painful. That is a cruel, cruel thing to say. But I suppose she doesn't understand. He's not the person in her mind that she would think that she would like. Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame her, I suppose, on some level. God, I love this shit so much. I love this shit so much, man. It's so good. It's so good, though, man. Oh, my brain. She's just asking. She's being really straightforward, but this is what she wants to know. This is so fucking, so good, dude. It's like it feels really bad. It feels really bad, but like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, yes, you fucking do, man. But like, what I love here is that when he's talking to her about it, he knows on some level how she feels. She hasn't said it. She hasn't said it to him. She's never said it to him. Really, not in so many words. But he knows. He's confident and comfortable that he knows that she does. God damn, man. So good, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's still going strong, by the way. The pumpkin's still lit strong. Look at that. Sick. I'm really proud of that shit. I'm really proud of that. Look at it. Look at it go. Oh, man. I'm so happy with this whole fucking chapter. This whole storyline so far. It's what I needed. It's what I needed. So good. Only, and he's all like, no, you do love me. You've just forgotten that you do. And she's like, only a crazy person would say something like that. And she's right. And then he says, call me crazy then. Fuck. He's so good, man. He's so good. He's going for it. And you know, the only reason that she's doing this, the main reason that she's doing this is because she's a little bit jealous about earlier. I think she wants to kind of hurt his feelings a little, or deny it in her heart because it doesn't feel like it. And then she's all like, what about that cute girl that knew what your name was? She knew that your name was Takakura. And he reads her like a book, man. He's reading her like a book. Like he knows that she's jealous. They've been through it before, and this is like that. Yeah, now you get to say I told you so. Yeah, no, it does feel like maybe it wasn't about her forgetting the name Ken Takakura. It might have just been yeah. Alright, I'll take the L on that. Okay, I'll take the L on that. It might not be about her forgetting the name Ken Takakura. Maybe that is a bridge too far. Alright, okay. Saying I told you so. Bullshit. Hate to see it. Unless I'm the one that's saying it, in which case I'd love to see it. But anyway, this in a way him being like, you know, you, like, she is aware that he is basically saying that he knows that she likes him because of the fact that she's concerned, that she's a bit jealous. And that is kind of this, like, that's kind of the same as in the Serpo arc, or at least similar in the to the Serpo arc, where he's like, where he says to her that he knows that she's bothered about what she saw with Ida. It's kind of the same thing. You know, it's not as bombastic, it's not as explosive, and they're not drowning. But it does feel like that is a similar kind of situation here. And the point is that there is she thinks that there is a secret between the two of them that she's not in on, and that makes her jealous, right? And that to me is the heart of this situation. Oh, man. So good. And then they get pulled into empty space, and we get the mummy on a bicycle, which is like a cryptid, isn't it? Like that's like a thing. That's like a thing, isn't it? A mummy on a bicycle. I think that Nachan said something about this, or someone said something about this in the Discord. It's like a cryptid or something. Check pins. All right. Sorry, I'm never really on top of things. I should make more use. All right. Tonkaraton. Tonkaraton is an urban legend that originated in Japan and revolves around a mysterious bike and a mummy. According to the legend, Tonkaraton is a cursed bicycle that, of course, that is said to be haunted by the spirit of a mummy. Name is derived from the sound that the bike makes when it moves. That's great. I love that. That is like one of those cursed objects things, isn't it? I love the whole. I love the way that that kind of like yokaiology looks at cursed objects and things like that, because the idea is that like everything has a time in which it should exist, and if something's lifespan is dragged on beyond that, its essence kind of thins out over the time that it exists, and it becomes something else. It becomes a yokai, like a lingering presence in time. And even objects can experience that. That's like the Brella Boy thing comes from that as well. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, they get pulled into empty space, and here come the fucking Serpos. End. Great. Amazing. Amazing chapter. Amazing chapter. Like genuinely so good. You know, I don't really I don't know how we keep winning with this shit. I don't know how we keep winning with this shit. Like the fact that she's open about basically her jealousy when it comes to Ida, right? I feel like I think part of the reason that she was saying quite hurtful things to Okarun about not caring about him, not completely shutting the door on the idea that she could love him, is because of the fact that she was jealous, right? And that is part of it, is jealousy. You know? Amazing. Like it's and like I said, we're kind of like in a bit of a recitement of the Serpo arc. Except I think because Okarun's already been through these things, he knows her well enough as well. He knows her well enough to he knows her well enough to be able to read her like this. And so good. Oh my god, dude. Fucking hell. It's such a good chapter. Yeah, no, you'll definitely use the club in this battle for sure. For sure. I think that I've already spoke about it in this man. Have you guys just been seeing glare on these glasses the whole fucking stream? By the way, look at it. It's ridiculous. Anyway, the I have has Monado been in this chat? I have not seen messages from Monado. How odd. Yeah, something weird's going on with YouTube, I think. Something weird is going on with YouTube. That's alright, Ninja, no worries. No worries. Yeah, no. So point is that this has been great. Like it really has Monado was hidden. I don't know. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, right. I've not been getting all the messages. That's really strange. That's really strange. Yeah, no, I didn't realize. I can go on fan funding chat. What? Oh my lord. That's stressful. I don't know about that. Members only chat. No, I'm not doing that, obviously. But anyway, yeah, no, the yeah, I mean, like, guys, I'm really happy with the way that this is progressing. I'm really happy with the way that this has been progressing. I'm not. It's difficult because, like, outside of like the general strokes of the feeling or the themes of the arc. All right, catch you, Monado. Of the arc, it's hard to know exactly. It's hard to know exactly what is going to happen next, right? Oh, welcome to Serpo Tier BC Origins. Thank you. Incredibly generous of you. Anybody who subscribes on Patreon or here gets a special little thing in the Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member on my Patreon to get access to my Discord. It's the best place on the internet for Dandadan. Also, safetiesonrookie.com for anything merchandise based. I don't have my merchandise actually around me at the moment because I've changed the room around a bit to accommodate the new setup. I didn't want to move everything around, you know, because we might change back depending on what people feel about this setup. By the way, guys, let me know. But there it is, linked in the little doodly-doo in the live chat. Anyway, back to what I was talking about in Dandadan. It's really important to kind of like view this as kind of like a minute to minute kind of thing. I think I'm really happy with this, and the fact that we're gonna get a kind of just Momo and Okarun fight feels right. You know, feels good. Although it does make me feel like we're not going to see Turbo Granny for a while. You know, it feels like we're not going to see Turbo Granny for a while still. Yeah, there is a limit on emojis on YouTube, Eric. But hey, I mean, like, honestly, if we're gonna keep on with this story arc and it's gonna go on for a little bit longer, and that's fine with me. Like honestly, I don't feel like this is gonna go on very long. I've said that since the beginning. I think that this is gonna be over fairly soon, so that we can start to get back to things. Because you know, like, it'll be nice to get a little bit more progress. I think it's been a while, but I'm happy with where this is. I'm really happy with where this is. I feel like anything else would be incredibly greedy of us. You know? I feel like anything else would be so greedy of us to ask for, because this feels really good. This feels very right. You know? Like, I'm really happy with where the actual chapter is. I'm really happy with this chapter, generally speaking. I hope the arc keeps as much of this quality. But when she comes back, when Turbo Granny comes back, all of her time away is going to feel like a blip. It's going to feel really good when she's back. You know, she's been gone for like a year. Like, yeah, no, the crime stopping whistle will bring, I imagine will bring CSG and his minions to help. And I'm curious to see how that shakes things up, but there is obviously a depth here. There's obviously a depth here that's occurring. And I don't know. I'm just really happy with where it is. I don't really have any... I feel like I've said everything. I feel like I've said everything that I could possibly say at this point about this chapter. I don't know. That's a good question, Jellies, to be fair. I suppose we'll find out one way or the other. You know? I suppose we'll find out one way or the other what the situation is. But I don't know. It's a good question. Hold on. Just organizing this so that we can... Right. Now, I don't know how well this is actually going to play because of the fact that it's on this monitor over here, right? But we have, guys, we have a few characters left. Let's try and get through them today. Do we still have... Yeah, no, she fits the opportunist, by the way. We were on the fucking money with the opportunist business, right? We were on the fucking money with this. Let me tell you. Pat yourselves on the back, guys. Pat yourselves on the back. Yeah. Yeah, at least they're together. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to next chapter. This is what I kind of want, though, with Dandadan, just generally. What I wanted with Dandadan for a little while now is to just kind of, like, really be excited for each week, right? Like, that's what I wanted, is to just be really excited for every week. And I feel really fucking excited for next week. And that's perfect. That's really, really perfect. That's kind of what I wanted. Now, the glasses don't hurt. They kind of need resitting every now and then. But, yeah, it's nice. I'm really happy with it. And I can't wait for next week, guys. I actually can't wait for next week. You know? Where have we put Miko on the list? We put her... Oh, have we even done Miko yet? No, we've not. Right, okay. Well, let's roll the die. Let's roll the die. I know, I'm really happy, guys. This has been a good goddamn week. What the hell? What the helly? 4. Man, they come up with some crazy looking dice. Right, we got our boy Chiquitita. We got Chiquitita. Is kin to the strategist. Is he, though? After last week, I don't know what we say about Chiquitita. What do we say about him? Oh, yeah. Thanks, Blissy. Oh, yeah. Music reminder. I actually, yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let me find some more, Billy Cloudy. Friend of the channel. Friend of the channel, guys. Her music is excellent. Okay, I drive with this. I can get behind this. There we go. Yeah, Kinta might be the traitor after last week. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think Kinta's a liability. I think that he's actually very useful in a fight. Like, he did help Okarun figure out how he feels about his past. It's just, I'm not very pleased about the way that he was last week. I don't know what to do with this kid, though. And honestly, my immediate tendency is to bully him. And I know that that doesn't look good because I've got kind of I've been accused of bullying children in the past. I don't know that I necessarily, you know what I mean? I don't know that I necessarily have done. I think I'm always fair. What are you gonna do, idiot? Yeah. No, that's a liability. Blissey coming out strong. No, not that clip. Please, Jersey. No, Blissey's coming out swinging with that one. Nah, that's spot on. No. Guys, that's a fucking good point. That is the definition of liability. Nah, she came out swinging with that. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's a kid, Blissey. Why are you so horrible? Oh my god. Oh my god. Such a bully. Such a bully. Can't believe you all want to put him in liability. You're all bullies. What the fuck? What the helly? Chicky. God damn it. Paranoid. Oh my god, you're so para. There you go. With training wheels on one time. Nah, he's definitely the liability. I'm sorry, but you've convinced me. No, she's convinced me. I was gonna go vehicle expert, actually, but then Blissey was like you didn't see, but on the other screen, she messaged me and was like, "I hate him. I hate Chiquitita so much." And I was like, "Whoa, what the helly? What the helly? Why?" I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of hate in her heart. Yeah. No. I'm beanie weenie. No, fuck you. Why would you say that to me? Why would you say that to me? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Perfect. 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 I got it. I perfected it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna complain about now? Honestly, guys, what a chapter. I'm sorry. I know it's done. I know we're finished with that. I know we're finished talking about the chapter. But this is liable. I'm a sue. No, because you've already got those lawsuits pending that I've initiated, if you recall. No, I really enjoyed this chapter. I feel like we're really doing well. Like this is like like almost like a renewed love for Dandadan, right? Me in the comment. Fucking hell. I promise you guys. I promise you that that my boy Tatsu does not know that I exist. I promise you that he doesn't know that I exist. We don't have that kind of motion, guys. Come on. Like this community is wonderful, but niche by design. By design. Part of the reason that I built everything so slowly is so that we would do this the right way, so that we build this the right way. No, he does not know who we are, guys. I'm sorry. He knows who Angle is. He knows who Angle is because he likes her stuff on Twitter, but he doesn't know who we are. I promise you he doesn't know who we are. I wish he did. God, could you imagine? He'll do it when you release the Space Globalist Retold. Christ alive, man. No. Space Globalist Retold. Also, by the way, guys, worth acknowledging, lurkers. I'm talking to you now. Thanks for being here, lurkers. I appreciate you. I know that not everybody wants to communicate. Not everybody wants to send messages in to the chat. I get it. I'm the exact same most of the time. I don't really comment anywhere. I do that sometimes. But only like on Dandadan related stuff, right? But lurkers, thank you for being here. Means a lot to me. It genuinely means a lot to me that there are so many people here just listening, just watching, without feeling like they have to engage. You know, like genuinely, I adore that. It's one of the elements of like this whole thing that I think kind of falls under the radar sometimes, especially when there's a lot of, you know, people with really interesting and fun personalities chatting and stuff. Feel free to get involved if you want to, though, guys. I'm always happy to hear from any of you, even if that's just a comment or whatever, you know. Thanks for being here. Right, where we at? Okay, all right. Liability it is. Liability it is. Come on, please. Fuck it out. Fuck. Bloomin' heck. There you are. Fuck's sake, though. Oh my god, I made it worse. No, chat, don't worry. I'll be 1 second. Okay. Great. Perfect. You know? And he said yes. Yeah. Damn right. Yeah, I'm glad that I also screamed. I also screeched. Like a goddamn dying animal. Alright, let's go. Hiya! 2. Oh, we're never gonna get to. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. What we vehicle expert? It has to be vehicle expert, right? It has to be vehicle expert, doesn't it? Oh, thank you. Thanks, Olive Garden. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much. like, you know, it's important to me that the passion shines through, and thank you for recognizing that. That's my thing. That's my thing that I really want to shine through is the passion of it, because like it's funny because you'd think that I'm happy to hear that as well, Plague, by the way. Like, there are a lot of people here who were lurkers, who did just lurk in the videos and things like that, who did just watch the streams and didn't engage. But to me, it's really gratifying to see so many people who don't normally engage in big community spaces join the community and then get involved, be very open, and be pivotal people in the community. You know, like to me, that's everything. That's everything, because that's what Dandadan's about, right? It's about outcasts and people who don't necessarily fit in to every other space. So having this as a really open, comfortable, safe environment for people to kind of talk about things that they enjoy, or even just to hang out, especially the Discord, Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member on Patreon to get access to the Discord, best place on the internet for Dandadan. That kind of stuff to me is really fucking important. So thank you for noticing that. Plague, and also Olive Garden, thank you for noticing it as well. It means a lot to me. Famous is look, Salah, famous is not a word that I would associate with any of this. It's such a niche thing. Like it's such a niche thing. I don't see, like, as far as I'm concerned, the majority of people who I'm hanging out with, chatting to on a daily basis, it's not just about people being followers, audience members, whatever, and not in a parasocial way. I try not to make it a parasocial thing. There are some people here who I'm just friends with. Like, they just feel like my friends, and everybody else around that in the community, even if we aren't on like first name basis, like friends, I'm comfortable enough around these people that I feel that you are trustworthy, enjoyable people that I like to spend time around. We are a community more so than an audience or a following for me or the channel, right? That stuff, the audience, the following side of it, is something I don't really promote, generally speaking. I'm not that. To me, it's just a community, and the people in that community are as much people you should look towards for whatever it is you're looking for, more so than me, because I can only give you so much of me, and outside of that, that's all that I can do. And so looking to other people in the community is the best way to go. Genuinely, that's the best way to do it, you know? I want this to be the kind of thing that could survive without me, you know? And I think that we have that so far. You know, I don't need to be there. It helps give a momentum, but I don't need to be there for it. And that's an important thing in a community. It doesn't need to be driven by a personality only, solely. That's how I view it. But yes, Olive Garden, I'm glad that the community feels safe. That's another thing that I consider to be very important. You know, like it can be very can be hard to find spaces where you can feel comfortable. You know, especially, like I said, if it's like the point of Dandadan is a outcasts, people who don't fit in places. If you don't fit into the status quo, that's fine. That's important, actually. Like, I think that's really important. I'm not someone who fits into the most basic of molds, and that's like normal. I mean, everybody's a bit like that, even if they don't admit it. But for me, that's what makes it important. But anyway, that's you know. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody, especially the lurkers as well, because they don't get the same kind of motion in the chat as we do. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, Nupped Up. It's nearly been a year. It'll be a year in February. In February, it'll be a year since the beginning of the community. We'll do something for it. Yeah, no, that's it, Jersey Kid. The main reason that I even made that initial Dandadan video, I've said it, I've spoke about it tons, to be honest. Like the reason that it's been a really good stream, actually, Toaster. It's been a great stream, actually, dude. Apart from the fact that you aren't here for most of it, that's a bummer. You know, Toaster is absolute fucking G. For the record, guys. But yeah, no, part of the reason that I made the video in the first place was because I wanted to express something, you know? I want to express something. And this is it for me. Like expression, and the fact that people gravitate towards that expression to me is really important, you know? Oh right, no, sorry, I didn't think that you were. I didn't think that. Sorry, Nuptup. I thought that you meant. I thought that you meant the community, like the Dandadan community. I didn't realize you meant the Dandadan community. I thought you meant the Safety Zone Rookie Dandadan community, which started in February. I picked up the manga in, I want to say, October. So a year, more or less now, actually, which would scan with the release of my first video, which came out in November. I believe, like the second week of November. We're on Quintanal support. Oh, sorry, support. Oh yeah, September still. Oh. I swear I'm gonna get better. I swear I'll get better at keeping my promises. I swear to God. It's been a long September, isn't it? Hush now. Don't talk about what month it is. Yeah. Yeah. Nice try. Nah, Jakku, nice try. Yeah, no, the first season, it was the first season that got me on board, obviously. Like that really kickstarted things for me. I got fucking deep in the obsession. Oh, I did it perfectly. Yes. Fuck you. You piece of shit. Type. All right. So here. Wait, is this where I do it? And then R1 D2. Whoa. 1. Here we go. Whoa. Oh my God. Look at her. Look at her go. Look it. Look at her go. Crazy. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, I learned to rotate just at the end of it. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoyed the video, for sure. It was important for me. That's one of the most important decisions I've made, was to do that video. Like, it was just it's like, for me, it's yes, it's the chaotic beauty of Momono Kurun's love. That's the one. That's the video for me that really changed a lot of things. But like, there was a kind of like it was like one of those things where I just needed to say something. I needed to talk about it, because there was no one that I knew that was like reading the manga and stuff, and it's like I needed to kind of talk about it obsessively to get it out there. And obviously there were other people that also felt similarly, you know. I'm happy to hear that, Jellies. I'm very proud of that video. I don't think Seiko is the paranoid is the problem, is it? Like, that is the issue here. Well, that's why we have a community now, Jersey. I don't really know what to do. Like, she's the strategist, I feel like maybe. Although I feel like Seiko is quite a good strategist. Like, it was her plan that got Turbo Granny defeated, and she's a powerful yokai, right? Taro. kind of hard. This is kind of hard. Yeah. That's true. Like, I feel like her planning has been less and less crucial. Right? I feel like actually Seiko, for the most part, has kind of fallen to the wayside. It does feel like she kind of lost... Well, actually, it was also her plan to deal with the ombudsman. It's got to be Seiko. I'm sorry, but the strategist has to be Seiko. It has to be. Right? Which kind of leaves us with, what do we do with Miko? What do we do with Miko? And the embiggening Momo, yeah. It's hard to say, isn't it? Yeah, Muko isn't paranoid enough either. Who can we move? Who is paranoid? Well, I feel like we've got to figure this out. yeah, that's true. But Miko is definitely not. Well, I suppose what we could do is we could punt Bega to paranoid, and we could move Zuma to... No, he's not a lone wolf though, is he? He's not a lone wolf. Yeah, no, I definitely think there is an argument. There is an argument for moving Bega to the paranoid. But like, then Miko is not the lone wolf. She's not the lone wolf at all. But it's hard. This is difficult. No, but Seiko's whole thing is family. Seiko's whole thing is family, so she can't be a lone wolf. I do hear what you say, Jellies. I know what you mean. Like, she carries the burdens for sure, but this is hard. Yeah, are we cooked? Chat, are we cooked? Are we cooked, chat? What the hell-y? OMG, what the hell-y? Manjiro. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I really consider him to be... Miko as a scout isn't awful, I guess. You sounded pretty paranoid there, Sala. With the eye, and use the cigarette as part of the fight. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah, maybe. Right, okay. So we could move Bega. To be fair, I think that Bega maybe doesn't fit the lone wolf role that well, because he is also, his philosophy is also very much not a lonely one, right? Like, he does tend to operate alone, but he's not like got a lonely philosophy in the world, right? Like, his whole point is not to be like a soul thingy, whereas Manjiro kind of does live alone, and he's a bootuber on his own, right? No, Mr. Peeny Weeny cares about his son. He can't be a lone wolf. Right, I think right. Yeah. And then... Why did they both land perfectly, by the way? What the fuck? What the flip? And then that would put Miko in the strategist role. Right? And then we could put Seiko in the melee master role. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, we're not putting Momo there. She's the genius. We've established this. Yeah. Here. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then... You still think that... Yeah... I mean, it could be that Peeny Weeny... It could be that Peeny Weeny is the melee master. But then I don't know who would fit into the medic role. I forgot to roll a D1. Funny guy. He's a funny guy. I suppose this is also more about the role that they would play in a zombie apocalypse, which now is kind of making me a little bit kind of like, I'm not sure how I feel about it, because in a zombie apocalypse Bagel would be the paranoid one. He'd be checking everybody for bites all the time. He'd be on that. He'd be on that all the time, right? Like, he'd constantly be checking people for bites. Because this is what this is, by the way. It's a zombie apocalypse. Bagel would always be checking people for bites. Yeah. No. That is it. That's it. That's my philosophy on this. Yeah, he would be the paranoid. I don't know that he'd necessarily go off on his own, right? I think he'd want to protect people, but he'd be completely paranoid about it. I could see Manjiro going out on his own in his little car, in his little van. I mean, I suppose Peeny Weeny as the medic, as the melee master, would work. But then who would be the medic? Nah. Yeah, he has alien tech for healing people, doesn't he? He has alien tech for healing people, so surely he'd be the guy. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. No, but he's too good of an expert on... He's too much of a tech expert. If we move him out of there, then it wouldn't work. Right? No, I could also see that, but I don't think she'd be the best fit. Yeah, no. She literally, her power is the fucking... The power of Nessie. She's constantly hitting shit. You know, she went toe-to-toe with the evil eye, by the way. She went fucking toe-to-toe with the evil eye. With the evil eye. And she fucking kicked his ass, basically. With a bat. Alright. Here it is. Here it is. I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that. Okay. Vote. This has been very fun. This has been very fun. Thank you, Blissy, for putting this together. Thank you for putting this together. right? The community on Discord are a powerhouse of creativity. You know, constantly doing lots of shit for no reason other than it's fun and they enjoy it or they want to help. And this is one example of that. This is far beyond anything that I could have come up with. Honestly, if we could maybe in the future, if we could make a tier list version on this software versus using that tier list website, that's the shit right there. If we had like just a format for that we could use, that'd be amazing. It would be very useful, because that other website is janky as ass, you know. This has been a really nice stream. I've quite enjoyed this back and forth, actually. You know, I don't know what we're tier listing next. To be honest, I didn't really think past this. I didn't think beyond this. Like this was our spooky month. This was our spooky month activity. Excuse me. The Dandadan. That's true. We did have a Dandadan tier list going. We need to get back to that shit. Oh my god. Yeah, no. The look at the look at it. It's still going. Look, it's still going. Yeah, we'll go back to the Dandadan. Everybody's happy. Everybody seems happy. But yeah, look at that. Look how good it looks. I'm gonna be sad to get rid of it, to be honest. Yeah, I mean the Dandadan one will take a while, right? But I've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed this one. I like them being quite contained as well. But we'll see. We'll I think Dandadan is not a bad shout. We're getting somewhere with it. But yeah, no. I mean, like I'm happy with the end result of this. You know, they doubted us. They doubted us at first. They didn't think that we'd make it. They didn't think that we'd make it through. They didn't think that we'd make it through this this here. Make it a Blissmas pumpkin. I know, that's crazy. Yeah, I know. I'll need to come up with a Christmas activity. Also, like, I'm gonna have to get rid of all the webbing. I don't know if any of you even noticed all the webs everywhere. But I'm gonna need to get rid of that and or maybe I could just turn it into snow. Maybe I could turn it into snow. Who knows? Who knows? We'll get a little. Maybe we'll do a a gingerbread IRC house. That's quite good, Blissy. That's actually quite good. Holy shit. That's not bad, actually. I'll tell you what, though. Tell you what, if anybody I've still got the PO box. I've still got the PO box open until probably January. I might renew it. But if any of you guys have anything that you want on the tree that I'll inevitably get, if any of you guys have anything you want on it, any little ornaments, that's where you want to send it. PO box, and I'll put it up there. I'll put it on the tree, unless it's rude. You know? I'll put it up on the tree. You know? And if it's empty, if the tree has nothing on it, if it is bare, then you guys just weren't dedicated enough. PO box is on Discord. Patreon link in the description. Join as a free member to get access to the Discord. Wait, fuck! I can see that, Blissy. I fucking am so angry. What are you doing? Oh, no way. Are you kidding me? There's a bit of blue on that. Oh, you fixed it! Oh, she fixed it! She fixed it. I thought she was just drawing attention to it by clicking it. She fixed it. No. Alright, we're all happy with the thing. But what webbing? There's webbing there. And up there. See? Yeah. I think any Secret Santa thing will have to be reserved to to words-based gifts. But anyway, no pressure if none of you guys want to do that. And don't take that personally, Toaster. I threaten to sue people over pretty much everything. Oh yeah, you're there now. I definitely, the focus fucking did not like that, did it? There we go. There we go. Back to normal. Decorate my apartment. Yeah, it's fucking, no, because then, I know, I threw myself out of focus for that. No, because then I'd have to actually organize and put my apartment in a, you might see a letter or something, then you know where I live, and then what? Then I'm screwed. Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. It was totally worth it. Yeah, we're in the cool down phase for sure. You know? Just wait till the Toaster's lawyers respond to my calls. Eventually, maybe. But, yeah, no. If any of you guys want anything up on the inevitable tree, you best get them in now. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to send anything in for it, you better do it now so that there's time. Because otherwise, you know, things can get lost in the post and things like that. If that's what you want to do, no pressure. I'm not asking you to do it if you don't want to, obviously. If I'm no balls, yeah, could you imagine? I'll do it on the night. It's crazy. That's crazy. Nah, that's my thing. That's my thing. So, yeah. Okay, Manny, catch you. The PO box is on the Discord on I'll link it, or if anybody else can link it for me, I'd appreciate that. I'm terrible at navigating Discord via whilst doing this is it's too much for my brain. I can't. You know what it is? It's because I'm so cognizant of the fact that there are people watching. Thank you, Bussy. I'm so cognizant of the fact that there are people watching. That it's both of you and Toaster. Fuck's sake, everybody's doing it. That there are people watching. That it can be kind of difficult to kind of do other things at the same time. You know, especially as the God damn, how do you guys do this? Fucking hell. Especially as the numbers have kind of climbed over time, right? Like there was a point, it's crazy because there was a point like 5 weeks ago or something like that, where the stream numbers just exploded. It was during the big Momo. It was during the big Momo thing, right? Like the streams exploded during the big Momo unveiling. I presume part of it was because of the thumbnail. It was quite an appealing thumbnail, all in all, but also because we got weird with it. Because we got weird as fuck with it, like the crown and the fucking and the lights and everything. But it definitely brought more people into the community. And now they all feel like that, yeah. And yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yes, I mean the fucking king hat. Fuck's sake, king hat. I'm never gonna outrun these things. Start looking at skirts. That's wild. No, because things have. Yeah, you could do that support. You can definitely do that for sure. That's a good idea, actually. That's crazy, actually, because the things have slowed down a bit, obviously, since season 2's over. So I expect to not hit 10k this year. I don't expect to hit 10k this year, which is totally fine. I mean, when I started the channel, in fact, I can share this with you, like this information. I wrote up a spec, right? So stupid. I wrote up a spec for the channel way back when I started. After the success of the first video, the Momokarun video, I kind of wanted to try to take it seriously. It very much aligned with my desired plan for this year, which was like a progress year. Like I've not been quiet about that. I've mentioned it a bunch of times. It's like my year of progress, right? Like that was my theme for the year. So I wrote a document. It's somewhere around here. There it is. Strategy document for 2025. Yeah, so for the whole year, I wanted to hit like 500,000 views. 500,000 views, which has been more than accomplished. It's been more than accomplished for sure. I think we're at like 1.5 million views. I think something like that, which is pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's pretty sick. Like, if for me, it would be really gratifying to kind of hit like 150,000 views a month would be really nice, but you know, we'll see. I mean, I try not to be obsessed with the numbers and stuff, but it's around the ballpark. Yeah, I know, big numbers, Blissy, crazy numbers. I don't see the channel getting 1 million subscribers. 1 million subscribers is crazy. 1 million subscribers is crazy. That's like, so 10,000 is pretty crazy, actually, to be fair. Like, hitting 10k is outside of the realm of expectation for me. Like, right now anyway. Like, maybe next year I could see that hitting, like maybe like mid next year. But yeah, and then there's also, like, obviously anybody who's here, I'm also on Twitch. I stream there every Friday. This week it will be the Thursday because the Friday I'm busy, but typically I'll stream on Twitch a game. I'll stream a game on Twitch every Friday, and then another day in the weekend as well, typically Sunday. So I'm there for 6 hours a week, more or less. It's a good opportunity to kind of play stuff with some of the community, and also to kind of just chat and like be a bit more laid back, rather than just, I mean, this is quite laid back. I'm comfortable with this format now, right? Like, sometimes I get a little bit nervous when like the numbers of viewers get big into like the 100 odd range, but like, I mean, it's to be expected. But normally I like 50. We're on 50. That's fine with me, no problem. Like, I don't feel really nervous about that. It's you know, it's fun. It's more about connecting. It's more about chatting and chilling out with you guys. And Twitch is I enjoy that as well. Like, I play a lot of video games, and since starting this channel, I've kind of lost touch with playing video games, just because I'm always working on something. I'm either working a day job or I'm working on this. So being able to kind of reconnect with that stuff and have it feel like purposeful, I think, is quite nice. And it's also good to be able to just play with some of the community and everything, because I get on with a lot of people in the community, and it's nice, you know, it's gratifying to me. But yeah, I mean, even to be honest, the format here has changed a lot as time's gone on, right? Like, I feel like we kind of used to be a bit more loose on things, like, if that makes sense. Like a little bit less kind of like straight into the chapter, talk Dandadan, and then kind of wind down. The winding down sections would oftentimes last a very long time, you know. Like there would be kind of interesting, you know. Introspective, I think is the right word. You know, they'd be a bit more introspective. Well, yeah, it makes it easier to run for sure. I think as well, it's a bit more appealing for a lot of people too. But you know, like I think the beauty of Dandadan, and also the general vibe that Dandadan has is that it hold on, let me change the music again, something a little bit more laid back. Hold on. Feels weird when there's no music, doesn't it? There we go, let's pick this one. By the way, person who does the lo-fi Dandadan, Chaotic Beauty, what might I say? The one who does the music for the streams and stuff, Barely Cloudy, excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Check out her channel, friend of the channel, and also produces some great lo-fi Dandadan stuff. I use it on the content, but yeah, I mean, the beauty of Dandadan, the chaotic beauty of Dandadan, is that you can kind of talk about it, and it very easily turns into just talking about stuff, you know, like it's very kind of like, I don't know, like I first started reading Dandadan when I was kind of like, when I really needed something like that in my life, like that kind of like beacon of positivity, or maybe not that necessarily, but more a how to say it, a fictional world that is more rooted in hope than anything else, right? Like a story that you can kind of like lose yourself in and come out of the other end of it with this kind of like nostalgia almost, or just a general kind of like warm heart. And I think Dandadan really does that well, at least for me. So when I first started reading the manga, it's like I needed something like that. So I think that some of those feelings have kind of entwined themselves with the characters and the world and the story, to the point now where I feel it's very easy for this specific fiction to conjure those feelings up in me, partially because of the fact that it's written so well, but also because I think I put a lot of my own those feelings into that world, and a lot of stock into it. So when something happens in it, it's very easy for that to kind of come back to the surface for me. And that might be part of why I feel so passionately about it as I do, because it was kind of, it helped to kind of kick loose a little bit of passion for me when I was in a rut, you know, like a rut of not having an outlet for that kind of thing. So that first video for me is like a really important one, because of the fact that it kind of was the first thing that I poured passion into in years. Like I created something. The first thing I created in years that was just a creative passion project, you know. So I think that for me, that passion is nestled in this series very deeply, you know. And I think that's why it's kind of stuck here because it is stuck here, you know. Like this is the most that I've felt really connected to a piece of an anime, manga definitely, but also a piece of fiction in a very long time, like since I was a teenager, you know. So it's important to me, and that's why I like building a community around it, and also, you know, finding people who I connecting with people through it is another layer to that for me. It's just the gift that keeps on giving, really. Like Dandadan is to me like a really important chapter in my life, because of the fact that it created a lot of things for me, and it opened a lot of opportunities, not just to create content or money or anything like that, which it's nice to be able to fund a project that you care about to keep it afloat, or to help fund doing things that the community that can then contribute towards, or like the merchandise, right? Like that's, to me, it's not a very profitable endeavor, and it's very time consuming, but it's really fucking cool to know that there are people with my merchandise. Or, for example, Jersey Kid taking the hoodie and getting it signed by some of the English voice actors of Dandadan is fucking mind-boggling to me. That's mind-boggling, right? But that that's a thing that I feel like is really deeply entwined with this property. And I think that's because sometimes I try to, like, I'll sit there for a while, because I like to try to understand myself, right? Like part of, I mean, obviously I'm biased because it's me. Obviously, everybody's biased towards themselves in some way. You're either too pessimistic or too optimistic about your own abilities, right? But I tried my best, the best that I can, to try to understand myself on the terms that I can actually understand myself at all. But so I do sit there sometimes, and I do wonder to myself, why is it so in here? What is it about it that just roots it so deeply, right? Because I don't normally get so invested in things, and there's a lot of components to it, but obviously it's greater than the sum of its parts in a lot of ways, if that makes sense. Like, it's all of those things and then something ineffable on top, or all of those things and they combine into something completely indescribable, I suppose. Ineffable. That's I suppose that's the best word for it. If a tad hoity-toity. But I mean, I don't know. I even know why I'm kind of like, yeah, it's especially because I'm someone who I don't buy like merchandise and stuff for things that I like typically, right? But this is a fucking huge exception. I'm like weirdly obsessed. You know what I mean? And that's another thing, yeah. That's another thing as well, is the amount of time as well. Blissy, you're quite right. Like, it's hard to say. I think, you know what it is? It's the fact that it connects with something ideological within me, I think. I think that obviously people tend to fall into different categories. They tend to fall into different categories of kind of like, and you could call them roles, you could call them mindsets, right? One of the things that I think I've always fell into is a degree of, and I don't mean this even necessarily as like a positive affirmation thing, right? I just mean it as like a blatant category. I typically fall into an idealist kind of mindset, right? So a bit less pragmatic, and a little bit more idealist. I am very much engaged with and interested with ideology, the components that make up ideology, why people follow ideologies, all of these things, and also I care about things reflecting my ideology or enhancing it. Enhancing it is a better word. Dandadan enhances my outlook on the world. When I look at Dandadan and I see the purity that it has for, and the love that it has for outcasts, who are people I've always kind of gravitated towards anyway, and especially on a societal level, the way that the world treats outcasts and the way that we all treat outcasts or people who suffer. There's a purity in the way that a simplicity in the purity of a purity in the simplicity of the way that Dandadan approaches these things, and usually it's just these people are unseen by design, and you should see them. And that to me is something that is so clear in this. And all the other stuff really around that is just a really sweet kind of like, and because if you do see the world that way and you do accept these people, it can open you up to new perspectives and new relationships that you could never have really envisioned as somebody who locks that stuff off away from you. And sometimes it's as simple as just standing up for somebody who needs you to stand up for them because they can't do it themselves. That's at the heart of Dandadan. That's a mindset and an ideology that enhances my worldview. And that's art, you know? That's what it should do. That's what art should do. It should speak to you and tap into something and make you think about the world slightly differently. And the characters and everybody in it are a different shade of outcast. And that is what connects with me, right? The only other thing in my life, property in my life, that really is rooted deeply in here is like Metal Gear Solid, and that enhanced my fucking ideology, the way that I looked at the world from like a young age, immensely, you know. And I seek a deeper understanding of these things because they have a ramification. They have ramifications on the way that I think and feel, so I want to understand them as deeply as I can and on the deepest level that I can comprehend it and read it, you know, because I think that you can read it and understand an author, somebody else, through their work. And in a way, and what's even sillier than that is in reading somebody else's work, taking my own perspective away from it, and in the case of the channel, retelling it from my own perspective, I get to also imprint my own reading of that onto the content and spell out what I feel and think about this piece of art, to then also spread that to you guys, and see what works, right? And that to me is interesting. I think that's the heart of what makes the channel interesting, engaging, and enjoyable, right? Like is that it's about understanding each other in a way. Yeah, and sometimes you don't realize that other people see things differently, and it's only through connection that you can start to see the world differently, which is the point of Dandadan. It's the whole point, you know? It's the whole point. Yeah, that's it. And that's it. It inspires you. Yeah, people being invested in your work inspires you. Like, I've worked so fucking hard this year. I don't mean that in a woe is me kind of way. I don't feel woe is me about it. But I've worked so hard this year, because of the fact that I wanted to create content to engage with people. Because when you're creating stuff, and people respond to it. If you create something, if you make something, and people respond to it, it's fucking crazy. It's such a crazy feeling, you know. Yeah, and Dandadan, you can do that. You can do that with Dandadan. Like, guys, What's really important is that literally anybody can go and make the stuff that I've made, right? It's like me, this room is it. This is the whole fucking space that I create this stuff in, right? Is in this room. Is literally so fucking on the surface, procedurally, it's really simple. And when you sit and you make something in your fucking office, and people like it to the point where you can build a community, you can build a channel, you can get a support network through it. It's fucking like crazy because to me I just view me as this fucking like semi-obsessed person just sitting in a room writing about this piece of fiction, which is kind of what it is. That is kind of what it is, really. But it's interesting, you know. It's just something that you don't really think about, I guess, unless you try to, which is what I've tried to do. I think is I try to understand it. Yeah, well, you don't understand. You don't realize the ripples of it either. You know, like, yeah. I mean, like I said, sometimes people just need a bit of a space. People just need a bit of a space to kind of like talk about something, to yap about something. You know, like, I mean, this chat is a fucking testament to that, isn't it? Like, we're all yappers here, really, aren't we? So it's, yeah, I mean, it's not that deep, I think. Like it's a bit, I don't know. I like being able to kind of wind down with this kind of stuff anyway. Like, it's yeah, yap all out. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's true, lol. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, like to me, I'm just like, yeah, I enjoy yapping, obviously, or else I wouldn't be here doing this, right? Yeah, it's nice to be able to kind of just unwind. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree, guys. Like, it's yeah, it's funny, I suppose. Like, you just don't realize, you know, something that you don't realize either is that yapping is like, it can be quite difficult sometimes. It's like I'm just yapping at the fucking camera, and it's like you don't realize how strange that is, how odd that is. I definitely think there has to be some degree of like exhibitionism to it, right? You kind of have to be comfortable being like you have to be comfortable being that guy that's gonna fucking just talk. And I just talk. It's one fucking thing about me. I'm good at knowing when to shut up, but I just talk. I will just talk. And I guess that's also another thing, right? It's like that kind of element of it's good. Yeah. Well, Salah, I don't know about that. I've got my haters. I've got my ops. I've got my ops in life, but that's what happens. Everybody has an op. Yeah. No, I think it's really important. Like I I'm his biggest op. Yeah, maybe. No, it's I don't know. Having the opportunity to kind of like just talk is quite a therapeutic thing. You'd be surprised. And it's also quite difficult to do. It's hard to find an outlet, guys. It's hard to find an outlet outside of therapy where you can just talk and people will just listen, right? Like, that is strange, you know, really. It's not a usual thing. It's yeah, it's weird, especially without being interrupted, you know. Especially without being interrupted, it's not easy for people to just talk and just be listened to, and yeah, it's strange. It's a strange thing because you realize that this is just a space where you can say whatever, and frankly, we've been hovering around 50 people for this whole time. My greatest enemy is a toaster. Yeah, that would fuck me over. No, there's been like floating around 50 people this whole time. That's fucking strange. That's strange. Like, I'm really happy about it, but it's like, it's strange to know that there's basically a room of people, right? Like, that's a room of people just listening. It's strange to think about, but it's good. I'm glad that there are at least that many people who are engaged or interested in what I'm saying. So. However, guys, it is midnight, so I think I should get going. However, everybody, this has been very fun, as usual. Another busy stream, right? Like, I think that this might be one of the biggest ones that we've done, funnily enough. But, you know, it doesn't stop. Never stops, guys. I will be going to bed because I have work tomorrow, unfortunately. But that's life. Yeah. I'm glad that you guys have enjoyed it. Yes, yeah. Say goodbye to the pumpkin, guys. You probably won't see it again. God damn, I'm so proud of it, though. Oh. So fucking proud of that pumpkin. Holy shit. Alright. Okay, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you later in the week. Bye.